Welcome to the BuzzFlix, bringing you the latest news from around the world. Until this year, the Philippines relied almost entirely on imported oil to fuel its cities, industries, and transportation. For decades, the nation's energy security was at the mercy of global markets and foreign suppliers. That era, marked by uncertainty and vulnerability, is now over. In a stunning and unexpected turn of events, the Philippines has discovered a massive oil reserve beneath its own soil and waters. This single discovery has instantly transformed the country's global standing, catapulting it from an energy-dependent nation to a major player on the world stage. This is not a minor find, it's a seismic shift in the world's energy landscape. The sheer scale of the reserves is staggering, with experts calling it one of the largest discoveries of the century. The news has sent shockwaves through international markets and energy circles. The implications are global, reverberating from Manila to Moscow, Wall Street to Washington. Energy supply routes are being redrawn, and the balance of power is shifting as nations scramble to respond to this new reality. The story began quietly, with teams of geologists and engineers conducting seismic surveys and exploratory drilling. What they found exceeded even their most optimistic expectations, revealing a vast underground treasure trove. For decades, the Philippines searched for oil with only modest results. Many believed the country's geology simply wasn't favorable. Years of effort yielded little, and hope was fading, until now, when persistence finally paid off. The country now sits atop a reservoir so vast it redefines its future. The Palawan Basin, once overlooked, is now the center of global attention, promising decades of energy security and economic growth. This discovery offers a path to true energy independence, freeing the nation from the volatility of international oil prices. It also opens the door to unprecedented national wealth, with the potential to transform the lives of millions of Filipinos. The Philippines is now positioned as a global energy giant, with reserves that rival and even surpass those of Russia. Analysts are recalculating forecasts, and the world is taking notice of this new powerhouse. The world is watching closely as a new energy superpower rises in Southeast Asia. International media, investors, and governments are all turning their attention to Manila, eager to see how the nation will shape the future of energy. The story of the 21st century's energy future has a new, unexpected protagonist. The Philippines, once an underdog in the global energy race, now stands ready to lead, shaping not just its own destiny, but the world's as well. Oil reserves are the backbone of the global economy, shaping not only the flow of money and resources, but also the very structure of international power and security. The presence or absence of oil beneath a nation's soil can determine its fate on the world stage, influencing everything from its economic growth to its diplomatic leverage. Nations with large reserves wield immense influence. They can sway global markets, finance ambitious development projects, and project power far beyond their borders. Oil wealth often translates into political clout, allowing these countries to shape international policies and alliances to their advantage. For over a century, the quest to control oil has driven the formation of powerful alliances, sparked bitter conflicts, and fueled the rise and fall of empires. From the world wars to modern-day disputes, oil has been at the heart of many pivotal moments in history, often determining the outcome of battles and the destinies of nations. Historically, the world's largest reserves have been concentrated in the Middle East, with countries like Saudi Arabia and Russia dominating the landscape. Their vast underground wealth has given them outsized roles in global affairs, making them key players in both energy supply and geopolitics. This concentration of resources has created a complex system of producers and consumers, binding nations together in a web of dependency. Oil flows from a handful of exporting countries to fuel the industries, transportation, and daily lives of billions around the globe. As a result, energy-importing nations remain perpetually vulnerable to supply shocks and sudden price swings. Political instability, natural disasters, or even rumors can send markets into turmoil, affecting everything from the price of gasoline to the cost of food and goods worldwide. Russia's vast energy exports have long served as a powerful tool of influence, especially in Europe. By controlling the flow of oil and gas, Russia can exert pressure, shape policies, and even impact the security of entire regions. Now, the Philippines' recent discovery of significant oil reserves disrupts this established order. It introduces a new player into the global energy game, sparking fresh competition and shifting the balance of power. This breakthrough could transform the nation's economy and its role in international affairs. The emergence of the Philippines as an energy-rich nation challenges long-held assumptions about where energy wealth lies. It offers hope to developing countries everywhere, suggesting that the next chapter of global energy could be written by new and unexpected players. The global energy map has shifted dramatically. As new reserves are discovered and new nations rise, the world must adapt to a rapidly changing landscape where opportunity and uncertainty go hand in hand. The Malampaya 2 deepwater prospect, located northwest of Palawan, is nothing short of a game-changer for the Philippines. This vast expanse of ocean, once considered unreachable, now holds the promise of transforming the nation's energy landscape and economic future. For decades, this region was recognized for its potential, but the extreme challenges of deepwater exploration, unpredictable weather, crushing pressures, and technical limitations kept its riches locked away beneath the waves. Everything changed when the Philippine National Oil Company joined forces with global energy leaders like Shell and Chevron. This powerful partnership brought together not just financial resources but also decades of expertise and cutting-edge technology from around the world. In 2023, the team deployed advanced 3D seismic imaging, peering deep beneath the ocean floor. The data revealed something extraordinary: massive oil-bearing formations, far larger than anyone had anticipated. The arrival of the Deepwater Titan drillship marked a turning point. In early 2025, after months of careful drilling and analysis, the crew confirmed the presence of a vast hydrocarbon column, validating years of research and investment. By August, the Philippine government made a historic announcement. Malampaya 2 was officially classified as a supergiant oil field, ranking among the largest ever discovered worldwide. Initial estimates stunned the world: 100 billion barrels of recoverable oil, a figure that dwarfs all previous Philippine reserves, and places the country on the global energy map. This achievement is more than just a technical milestone. It's a testament to what's possible when public and private sectors unite, combining vision, persistence, and innovation to overcome the impossible. Drilling at such extreme depths was once the stuff of science fiction. Today, thanks to relentless engineering and teamwork, it's a reality, pushing the boundaries of what humanity can achieve beneath the sea. Malampaya 2 stands as a landmark in engineering and exploration, a symbol of hope and progress that is set to rewrite the nation's future for generations to come. With 100 billion barrels, the Philippines leaps into the world's oil elite. Previously, its reserves were negligible. Now, it surpasses Russia's 80 billion barrels. The Philippines joins the ranks of Kuwait and the UAE and outpaces regional rivals by a wide margin. This discovery makes the Philippines Southeast Asia's energy hub, able to supply the region for decades. The nation gains new economic and political leverage within ASEAN and beyond. For global markets, a stable democratic supplier is a game changer. The Philippines' emergence could stabilize prices and reduce geopolitical risk. Energy consumers in Asia now have a major new source close to home. The global energy hierarchy has been upended. The Malampaya 2 discovery is a once-in-a-generation opportunity for the Philippines. Energy self-sufficiency will free billions for infrastructure, education, and healthcare. The oil sector will create thousands of jobs and spark new industries. Billions in royalties and taxes can fund long-term development and fight poverty. But sudden wealth brings risks. The resource curse has toppled many nations. The government plans a sovereign wealth fund, modeled after Norway's, to manage revenues wisely. Success depends on transparency, strong governance, and political will. The world is watching to see if the Philippines can set a new standard for responsible resource management. Malampaya 2 lies within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, but in the contested South China Sea. Its size and value will draw attention from regional powers, especially China. The discovery raises the stakes for defending maritime sovereignty. International interest in stable oil flow could strengthen support for Philippine claims. Major importers like Japan, South Korea, and the US will want secure sea lanes. Manila may need to modernize its navy and deepen security alliances. The find shifts regional dynamics and could diminish Russia's energy leverage. Malampaya 2 is now a powerful piece on the global geopolitical chessboard. The Malampaya 2 discovery brings environmental challenges alongside economic promise. Palawan is a biodiversity hotspot, home to coral reefs and vital marine life. Large-scale oil extraction here risks catastrophic spills, threatening fishing and tourism. The government faces pressure to enforce world-class environmental standards and invest in spill prevention. The discovery also comes as the world seeks to move away from fossil fuels. The Philippines must balance oil wealth with climate vulnerability and a commitment to renewables. Plans are underway to use oil revenues to fund a green energy transition. The nation's ability to balance prosperity and preservation will define its legacy. The world's response to the discovery is a mix of optimism and caution. The Philippine president called it a gift and pledged transparent, responsible management. A sovereign wealth fund will be established to avoid the resource curse. Energy analysts call it a tectonic shift, predicting major changes in global oil flows. The challenge developing the field efficiently and safely. The U.S. congratulated the Philippines and reaffirmed support for maritime security. Russia and China responded cautiously, hinting at dialogue and joint development. Environmental groups urged strict standards and investment in renewables. The discovery is seen as both an economic windfall and an environmental test. The Philippines now faces a complex web of opportunities and challenges. The Malampaya 2 oil field is the most significant event in modern Philippine history. It redefines the nation's economic and geopolitical future. The chance to eliminate energy poverty and fund national development is real. But the path is fraught with challenges: governance, geopolitics, and environmental stewardship. Managing wealth wisely is crucial. A sovereign wealth fund is key. The Philippines must defend its asset in the South China Sea while promoting stability. Balancing fossil fuel development with climate responsibility is a must. The world will watch if the Philippines can pioneer a new model of resource management. This discovery is a golden opportunity, but also a profound test. The final chapter of this story is yet to be written.